Hello everybody and welcome back to Redline Magazine. Yes, we are back on YouTube and it feels wonderful. We've been away for the last year or so working on the magazine, which is going better than ever. But yeah, it feels great to be here again. And what a car to return with, the Caterham 7 620S. But why do I have this car? Well, to give you a little bit of a backstory, earlier this year Caterham sent us a 420R for review and it was wonderful. I loved it. And within half an hour of that car going back to Caterham, I was on the phone to them and I was saying, look, listen guys, you need to sort me out with the big bad 620. And they said, yeah, sure Mark, no problem, we can do that for you. But let's wait till the summer when the weather's nice and the weather's warm and the roads are dry and it's going to be less likely to try and kill you because it is a bit of an animal. And so here it is, summer, I'm in the most mental car I've ever driven and we're back on YouTube. So let's get this show on the road.
The 620S sits atop the 7 range as the most powerful road car Caterham produce. Based on the slightly heavier but still very light S5 chassis, the car weighs just 610 kilograms but produces 310 brake horsepower from its supercharged 2-litre engine. 0 to 62 miles per hour is done in just 3.4 seconds and it runs on to 145 miles an hour. Scary speed for a car without proper drawers. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a slick 5-speed manual gearbox, and the only thing that helps manage that power is a mechanical limited slip differential. There are no driving aids. In the completely unhinged world of Caterham, words like traction control, power steering and anti-lock brakes are ones that require a donation to the swear jar. The philosophy is driving purity, and the 620S is a car that offers it in abundance.
So what is it about this car, or any Caterham for that matter, that makes them so wonderful to drive? Well, forgetting about the ballistic performance for one moment, it's all about engagement, it's all about feel. You drive one of these things and your arse is pretty much on the road and you feel all the sensations, all of the vibrations of what's happening underneath you. You can feel it in the seat, you can feel it in the steering wheel, you can feel it in the pedals, everything. You get this really great feeling of what's happening underneath you. And going back to the performance, well, it's just simply outstanding. 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds in a car with no traction control, no ABS, no power steering, no brake servo. It's a raw and unfiltered experience that you can only get from a lightweight special like this. And Caterham arguably are the best in the business when it comes to creating cars like this. And then there's the noise, the wonderful noise. At low speeds it sounds a bit like a bag of nails, but once you really open this thing up, I mean, let's just try second gear here. Have a listen to this. Oh God. Oh God. Second gear, you put your foot down and the car just takes off. It is so fast. It sounds so awesome. I mean, let's just do that again. Yes, 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 yes. Right, no, calm down, Mark. Stop being a child. But what about this car when you find a twisty bit of road, and rather coincidentally, I found my favourite bit of twisty road. Let's go for a drive, shall we? Woo. Oh, the brake pedal's mighty. The front end, you just turn it in. So responsive to your inputs. And then you power out of the corner on the brakes and you're at the next one already and you're turning again and you go and Oh wow. And the noise, the rush, everything on the brakes, the brake pedal, the amount of feel, how progressive. Oh God. What you want to do is really just bleed the throttle in on corner exit, because if you don't, if you stamp on it when you've got too much steering lock, the back end will just try and step out on you, and with no traction control it could, if you're a less experienced driver, it could get quite dangerous quite quickly. So when I had the 420R earlier this year, that was actually a very different driving experience to this 620S. I mean, there is no doubt, no doubt in my mind that this is a faster car. But when I had the 420, it rained constantly the entire time. It was late winter, the roads were greasy. It really was a handful. And I've had no such mishaps with this car. In fact, I think possibly there's a clip of me spinning the 420. It was a proper handful. But this car has been far better behaved than I genuinely thought it was going to be. Obviously it's been summer. We've had, I think, well, I've never experienced a summer like this in my life. The hottest summer I have ever been a party to. And yeah, once you get some heat into the rear tyres, they really do. The compound becomes really sticky. And yeah, it's been quite docile, really. I mean, in a straight line, when you open it up and you give it the full beans, you still do have to hang on to the steering wheel, because the rear axle, despite the limited slip diff, the rear axle does struggle to put all the power down. So you do have to fight it and keep it in check just a little bit. And needless to say, you know, if it was wet and it was raining, then I reckon this would be a very different driving experience. But as it goes, it's been, you know, quite tame.
So, what are one of these going to set you back? The 620 starts from £48,890. You can spec either the lighter R model or this S variant, which has the same power but is more road oriented. This may sound like a lot of money for a toy, but believe me when I tell you, it's well worth it.
Oh, what a car. Guys, I love this car. What a thing. So really, I suppose I was going to say my final thoughts on it, but I've just told you what I think of it. What a pure and uncompromised driving experience it is. And you know, in this day and age of, it soaks up those all right as well, funnily enough. Bumps, yeah. But in this day of super fast hypercars and stuff with wonderful electronics, don't get me wrong, which just help you go faster and flatter you as a driver, cars have become too detached from the pure and raw driving experience, which is something like this really. This is what it offers. Uncompromised fun, power, everything. For me, it's perfect. It won't be everybody's cup of tea. I've taken out numerous people in it, and some people have absolutely loved it. Some people have been thrilled by it, and others have been like, well, that's a bit scary, or why has it not got any electronics? That's dangerous. But forget about them. They don't know what they're talking about. They really don't. Because this, if you're a petrol head, if you love to drive cars, then you have to have one of these in your garage. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Caterham, you can't have it back. It's mine. I'm keeping it. Sod off. What a thing. What a thing.